What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Space Monkey and has a request. I got asked to show off all of the DLC weapons and weapons I have unlocked here on Modern Warfare Remastered. So I actually had to make two videos for this because there is quite a lot of DLC melee weapons in the game, and unfortunately they're not going to be in this video. This one is going to cover assault rifles, sniper rifles, shotguns, submachine guns, you know, everything that has to do with your primary weapons. And we already know about all these base weapons in the game. As you can see, some of them I don't have unlocked, but they're base weapons in the game. These are the DLC weapons from the assault rifles. You have the XM.L.A.R., which is actually a very good assault rifle, very accurate. You also have the Boss 14, which is another weapon that I personally play with, and the Lynx CQ300. Now these three weapons are very good weapons to play with and have access to play with, because there seems like some of these DLC weapons are a lot better than the base weapons. They're very accurate and very deadly. And out of the three DLC assault rifles personally that I like the most to play with will be basically the Boss 14. Now this thing, I like the iron sights, so sometimes I run around without any red dot sight on this weapon, because the iron sights for this weapon looks really cool, and it has a very high rate of fire. It's definitely a very accurate assault rifle in the game. So like I said, this is my go-to assault rifle now that I have it. Now the Lynx CQ300 reminds me of some other assault rifles in some of the other Call of Duty games that we've previously played that have already been released, and I can't say the names of them right off the tip of my tongue, but it definitely reminds me of some other assault rifles I've already played with before, kind of like the Honey Badger. Now the next sequence of weapons we're going to go through now is the submachine guns. And as you see here, right here, we're playing with the Fang 45. This is actually my favorite submachine gun to go to as far as DLC goes in the game. Of course, we all know about all the base submachine gun weapons in the game. We already know about all these, the MP5, the AK-74U or whatever, but here is the three DLC submachine guns that are in the game. You have the MAC-10, the Fang 45, the PK PSD-9, which actually is not really a submachine gun. I mean, it's a 3-shot burst fire weapon, but as you can see here, it has a little pistol inside of it, and that pistol is actually a DLC pistol itself. Whenever we cover the secondary and melee weapons in the next video, you'll see that pistol actually. But it's a really fast, high rate of fire submachine gun slash you know, combination pistol type of thing. Now I do like the Fang 45. Like I said, I definitely play with this a lot because it's very accurate. Again, I like the iron sights. It has a high rate of fire, again, just like the assault rifle that you saw earlier that I chose to tell you guys that I like the most too. But this is actually a really deadly submachine gun to actually play with. Now we have the MAC-10. This is a bad boy as far as playing with hip fire. If you have this DLC submachine gun, then you will be finding yourself doing a lot of hip fire. And you want to run around with the extended mags perk on here, so you'll have plenty of ammo, because this thing will burn through ammo like it's nothing. Now we're going to go through the sniper rifle section. And this is actually one of my favorite snipers right here, the S-Tag Aggressor. Now, as far as playing with sniper rifles in the game, we actually have definitely quite a few that are fairly decent sniper rifles that you can already choose to play with that are in the base game. Now, as far as DLC sniper rifles, we only have two. We have the D255, which is a automatic and we have a bolt action, which is the S-Tac Aggressor. And this is actually one of my favorites to play with. Now, as far as playing with the first DLC assault rifle, you can pretty much just shoot as fast as you shoot the hold down the firing button. You can shoot this weapon, as you can see here. Now, for those of you out there that like to run around with no scope and things like that, this might be a weapon for you to play with because of how fast you can get hip fire off with that sniper rifle. Now, the S-Tac Aggressor is a sniper rifle that, for you guys out there that like to quick scope, things of that nature, this is a weapon that will take down its opponents fairly quick, actually, and from a long distance. Guys out there that like to play Bog, I really don't like you guys shooting me with this weapon because I definitely get killed a lot with people who have the S-Tac Aggressor. But yet again, another sniper rifle in the game that's DLC and fun to play with. Now we have the shotguns, which are really brutal and devastating in this game. As you can see there from the clip with the Rangers, we only have 2 shotguns that came with the game that you guys already know about. These 2 right here. Now the 2 bottom ones, the Cam 12, aka the Comanche Kai, whatever, however you say that one, and the Rangers, which is dual wield, old school shotguns, short barrel shotguns. We all don't like that guy out there that likes to spam shotgun, and the Cam 12 is definitely one of those weapons out there that you can just spam the bullets until you run out of ammo. You can pretty much just run around and just all you want until you run out of ammo, that is. Now, the Rangers, for me, is really cool and really fun to play with. You can actually fire them one off at a time, right to left until you run out of ammo, or at the same time, whatever your preference is. Anybody you get in front of these things, they are less likely to survive. And it's very fun to run around and play with these now. These are really fun DLC shotguns to play with, by the way. Now we're going to get into the light machine guns. And I'm going to tell you something, a lot of these weapons here are really devastating, and they will melt a whole team if you actually get them lined up right. We already know about the SAW, the RPD, the M60, we know about that. Now the PKM is one, and the Barrett MK8, both are DLC light machine guns in the game. The PKM actually shoots a little slower, and it reminds me of the RPD, I believe is what it's called. It almost looks similar to that weapon, but it has a lot of ammo, and that actually for me makes up for accuracy, because the only way you're going to be real accurate with this gun is you got to give it a little bit of what I call tappy tap love, where you just tap on the firing button and it'll make your shots a little more accurate. When you tap on the firing button for a full auto, you're turning a full auto into like a burst type of weapon then, and it helps your shot be a little more accurate when you need to get those long distance kills. Now the second DLC light machine gun has a really high rate of fire, and it reminds me of the SAW. Because this thing really shoots fast with a high rate of fire, and it melts its opponents. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out, and don't forget to subscribe. And keep a lookout for part 2 of all DLC weapons from Modern Warfare Remastered. Until next time, this is Space Monkey. Thanks for watching. Peace.